zapping all you hoes away like get back, ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, 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 ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like.
Oh yeah. all I remember is I had a Ford ad in National.
Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go.
Hey, Cookie, what's wrong? Come on, get up here. Go on the other side. Oh, well. Mr. Trisdale? Hey, Mr. Trisdale. Mr. Trisdale? Mr. Trisdale? Hi, Mr. Trisdale. I know you like a little roast coffee, but have you ever had a taste of rump roast? Mr. Trisdale. Hi, Mr. Trisdale. Mr. Trisdale. I would have won that. I would have won that week. I would have been given all the ooh ah ah. Mr. Trisdale, how's that fierce roast? Would you like a side of rump with it? Mr. Trisdale. What Tyra said? Mr. Trisdale. Ding-a-ling-a-ling! School beggar-wriggling. Come on in, guys. Class is in session. Oh, Tyrant _ said you've been bumping Zap all day. Thank you so much. Zap the mixtape by Oliver Twixt is streaming on all music digital platforms right now. If you love me just a tad bit, go stream it. Go check it out. Go tell me what's your favorite song, and all will be merry. A butterfly would definitely gain its wings. Listen, guys, we are talking to Kasha from Cycle 16 of America's Next Top Model. Come on in the classroom because I'm about to start. It's Head in Charge, bitches. Hi, Mr. Trisdale. Do you like the fierce roast, Mr. Trisdale? All right, y'all, what's going on? My name is Oliver Twixt, your nerd boy cutie, reporting for duty, here to do the Lord's work once again! I have the pleasure of speaking to Kasha from Cycle 16 of America's Next Top Model. And boy, am I excited to talk to her, because when I watch Cycle 16, I really feel like there is an edit on the cutting room floor of Kasha being a consistent front runner of Cycle 16. And yeah, but whatever. We know how Cycle 16 went. But I watched and I was like, y'all are not giving Kasha all of her things. And today we're going to give her all of the things and more, because I'm going to give, and she is definitely going to spill, hopefully. I'm so excited to talk to her. Like, it's really an honor. Like, I really feel like I'm talking to a deity, really. You know, it's Kasha. The Drag Race fan of me wants to say Kasha Davis. So, y'all excuse me now if I accidentally say Kasha Davis throughout this chat. Don't no one get up in arms or confused. It's because I'm an uber Drag Race fan, and Kasha Davis may slightly slip out of my mouth because she was a contestant on Drag Race. Anyways, without further ado, Kasha is in the classroom, so we're gonna bring her to the front row, okay? All my bitches in pretty in the front row. All my bitches in pretty in the front row. Wrong button. Well, I should probably hide my nipples, right?
Hello.
Hi, Kasha. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. I can't complain at all.
You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So do you.
Thank you. I didn't know how this works. This is my first live.
Is this really your first live?
Yeah.
Again, guys, another top model girl, and we're popping her first live. Chia.
Ooh. Wow.
Kasha, I just want to say now, I apologize. I just noticed when I was going through the questions that in the caption, the freaking autocorrect, instead of saying Kasha, it said Alaska. And I was like, who the fuck is Alaska? But I was like, oh, I was trying to type her name and my phone didn't recognize it. And it just switched to Alaska. So I just want to apologize for that.
Oh,
it wasn't
no.
me being a jerk. It was, you know.
I thought it was like a new nickname or something.
So you just went along with it.
I went with it, yes.
I know that's right. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. What are you doing? Well, first of all, where are you in the world?
Los Angeles.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm planning a trip to Los Angeles in like a month, and some of me and my friends are, we want to plan a pop-up shop, but we're not familiar with like the temperament of COVID in LA. Because like here in Atlanta where we live, the people don't give a they don't give a damn. As long as you have on a mask.
I was there last year. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. As long as you have on a mask or whatever, something covering your mouth, they'll let you go. Everything's open. But I know LA is just now opening. Do you think that's a good idea?
It is more open now, like the last month, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like end of last year, January was really closed down. We were like not doing anything. So now I think you said in a couple months.
It will be at the end of March.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay now. I think everyone's so been cooped up. Every restaurant, because it just opened outdoors again, everybody's packed. So I think people would go. You know, if they're very wary, which is great. People are being safe because we were the hot spot for a second, which was really bad. But it's going down. Numbers are going down. So I think safely, yes, you should. And I will come.
Oh! And listen, it would be outside. It's not going to be indoors. But I just didn't know, like, I didn't know, like, what's the feel and thrills? Because like I said, in Atlanta, the people don't give a shit. Like, they're just out. They're on the motorcycles, top, back, hair. They're just going crazy. But I know LA has been a lot more careful with it, so.
Yes, you have to do it outdoors, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll change by then. But yeah, outdoors, people are dying to do things, so.
Okay, great. I talked to, listen. I called Isis King. I said, Isis, you're out in LA. What is it giving out the girl? She was like, you may can do it. You may, but now that you said it's fine, then I'm gonna go full steam ahead. So guys,
yeah,
guys out there, are you guys watching, and who will watch on YouTube? I may be coming to LA, and I would love to meet you guys.
Come on.
It'll be my first time in California.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never been.
I've never been to California. I've been everywhere else in the world except for California.
You have to come. Where are you from, though? Atlanta?
I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay, I know Fort Lauderdale, yes. I just saw most of the country last year. I took a 3-month road trip. So I went to Atlanta for the first time. And a lot of places that I'd never been. So you should come to California. I was happy to come home. I loved it, but I was happy to come back.
When you came to Atlanta, where did you go? What did you do? What did you see?
Not much. I mean, it was COVID still, but I was supposed to shoot a project that ended up, not working. It's COVID. Yeah, it got pushed, whatever. So I just stayed with a friend of a friend. We went, not out, I don't even remember. We kind of hung out, but people were outside. We went to a couple parks, things, I didn't know you yet, so.
I know. No one knew me. It's okay. It's okay. But listen, we are here to talk about Cycle 16 of America's Next Top Model, plus so many other things. Listen, I must ask, are you familiar with some of the chats I've done with the other girls?
I've heard because you know the first I heard is people kept tagging us. I was like, oh, who's this? So I've seen some of her stuff now, and it's very weird because this is a long time ago for me, and I'm like, I think it must have been reposted or something because all of a sudden everyone's watching it again. I think Netflix or Hulu or somebody. So yeah, it's having a resurgence. So I'm very grateful.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay. Yes.
And I saw someone down in the comments on Instagram say that today is the 10-year anniversary of Cycle 16. And if you will give me 30 seconds to go in my phone and double check this.
Double check it. 10 years. Yeah, that makes sense. Crazy.
A little side note, I was just in here binge watching. Do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I have for sure.
What is today's date?
Today is the 23rd.
Today marks 10 years since the premiere of Cycle 16. That is crazy. I promise you I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but now I remember it was right after my birthday. My birthday's the 19th. Just had it. Wow, 10 years. That's surreal. It's officially
been 10 years.
That is surreal.
Wow, how does it feel? Does it feel like yesterday?
No. It feels like a surreal, timeless experience. But I don't think, it doesn't feel like 10 years. No, absolutely not. But I've just been so busy since. I think it's like, it's amazing that it's been that long and all this stuff has happened and that people are still, you know, like, you still wanted to talk to me about it. So it's really great. I think it's a testament to the show. Like, it stands the test of time. Fabulous is fabulous. It always looks good, you know? And they've upheld that. So I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Listen, I'm just going to jump right into it.
Okay.
And the first question I have for you is, with you being so busy, like you just said, you just haven't gotten busy. You've always been a busy girl. You had a very high-profile modeling career before you got into the competition for ANTM. What made someone such as Kasha, who had already garnered so many covers and modeling accolades, what made you even want to say, yeah, I'll do America's Next Top Model?
Well, they invited me to audition, which was nice. I probably wouldn't have, actually. So the producers reached out to me. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. I always loved the show. I was also starting to kind of go into acting a little bit more. And I was like, you know what? This is also an opportunity to have some more exposure, a little bit more mainstream audience. So I think all of those things. And then, like, what I always said about the time on the show is within like 2-3 months, you get to work with some of the great people in fashion and in the industry. And you can have within those months some experiences that a lot of models don't have for years. You know what I mean? In the span of years. So I'm like, it's a fast track to be like, okay, I want to work with this person. So I like to surround myself with great artists and creatives. So that was really the biggest draw for me.
Gotcha. So you saw it just as an opportunity to like segue into potential opportunities, other opportunities, future opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, all of it. The thing is, like, it was an opportunity each week twice a week. You had the challenge and the shoot to work with great designers and photographers and all that. So yeah, I think it just, TV worked for me too. I'm like, that's fun. Okay, video. You know, photos are great, but like sometimes you're like live. Okay.
So listen, so I cannot do the things that I do for the people I do and for all my friends watching now and those thousands who will watch later on YouTube if I did not mention the other girls who thought Cycle 16 would be a great opportunity. And I'm talking about the girls who got there and they thought they had gotten to the house just to find out they hadn't made it. What are your thoughts on that whole moment in time of Cycle 16? The punked moment.
The punked, you know, it's when you just said it, it still feels bad. It's like, that was pretty brutal. because personally, I was like 110% sure I'd be on. I don't even. I was like, they asked me to come here. Why would they send me home? But they totally, you know, they make you feel like, yeah. But it's pretty brutal because you have to leave your life for potentially months and months, and you can't tell anybody where you're going, what you're doing. So you leave your job, your agent, if you have one, and all the things. So I think that was kind of rough, but there's no guarantees. So at the same time, they never promise you it's going to work. You promise to go for that week and a half to the finals, and you have to do whatever you have to do to be there, and yeah, we'll see. So, but I kind of knew. I was like, nah, I'm gonna be on, it's fine.
So listen, so a couple of weeks ago, I had an opportunity to speak to 3 of the girls who were a part of that moment in time where they were told they got in the house, and but they were actually, I talked to 3 of them.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
One of them, I can't remember who told us, but they said one of the other girls, not one of the 3 there, but one of the other girls there had gotten an abortion in order to compete for Cycle 16.
What?
They said it was going down that bus.
Wow. You really never know what people are going through. That's crazy.
That is very crazy.
Woohoo.
So you talked to us about why you decided to do top model. Even with having a great modeling career. I want to know, this is coolly from YouTube. So many people want to know, and I'm pretty sure you've heard this 1,000 times. Can you break down your skin routine? It got so many compliments during the cycle. So many people want to know, what is your skin routine?
Stay out of the sun, number 1.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. I'm so flattered. Yeah, they did a whole little segment because I'm obsessive, and I've been obsessive with skincare since I was like 12, maybe younger. You know, I just always knew I needed the longevity, but moisturize, number 1, sunblock and moisturize. Like, it's super basic, but that I think is the biggest thing. I've stayed out of the sun since I was young. It's like a weird blessing that my dad had skin cancer when I was a kid, so we're like slathered in sunblock and whatever. So that keeps you young. Then, I mean, I talk about, everyone always asks me, what were you talking about, these products and that thing? And I really do, I'm a junkie, I'm a skincare junkie, so I really do try different things. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but I do love products. But I mean, I can give you my favorites. What do you want to know?
Yeah, tell us. I want to say, like, just shout out some of the products you use.
I mean, best moisturizer by far, Sunday Riley Tidal.
Okay.
Lifesaver, because if you break out, it doesn't make you break out, but it's moisturizing enough when it's dry, and California's dry, so you should prepare when you come. That one. My favorite hyaluronic acid serum is old school Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. Favorite. Use that forever. What do I use? I do a lot of different scrubs because you have to exfoliate. Then you put your serum. The vitamin E oil, you have to get pure vitamin E. Nothing like filler with like soybean oil or crap, but like a pure vitamin E, either in a capsule or like the little dropper. So good. Yeah. Eye cream. You gotta have the eye cream. I've used eye cream since I was like 16, taking my mom's, long comb and just staying young forever.
Okay.
Yeah, so that, but like literally I'm a junkie, so I have
listen, I know the children are at home like writing all this down, like what did she say, what did she say? No, I'm gonna hit rewind on YouTube and go get all these things, and I'm gonna let you guys know how it works. I really am.
Yes. And then even with makeup, I love makeup too. I'm like, your foundation matters, how your skin looks, Armani, the best, and RMS, and the It Concealer. Those are my current favorites.
Okay.
Alginist highlighter.
There you guys go. You got all the secrets and tips and all the things. So go out there, go get it, tag Kasha in it, and let her know. I want to see too. Tag me, but tag Kasha first. Tag me second, because I want to be nosy, but show her your progress and if it's working for you. I mean, clearly it's worked for her because her skin is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
No,
I have to do other videos. There have been a lot of requests. More skincare videos, yeah.
No, you should. And you probably, I mean, I don't know what your oh, wait. Help me, Kasha. My tongue just got...
Entrepreneurial.
Norial. Gotcha. My tongue got common... What is wrong with my mouth? Tyra, what are you doing, girl? Because I normally can talk very clearly and fluently. Leave me alone. Thank you. We bind you, Tyra. Okay, but like, have you ever thought about doing your own skincare product, skincare business?
I would love to. But, you know, somebody tell me what to do. I know what I love. I could, like, you know, tell them what to make, but I don't know how to do that. So, yes, I would absolutely love to do that. That's always been a passion of mine. I always thought I'd have a makeup line, actually, but skincare would be the first thing. So maybe one day that's the next thing. Combine, like, because I think as a junkie, you collect and you combine all different things and you want to try everything. So I could, like, weed out the best of the best and it'll be like, this is mine.
Yeah. Here
you go. You just don't have to go looking, you know, and have a crazy cabinet of skincare that you're never going to use.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, put it out in the universe.
No, you're known for your skin. So I think that's like just an easy way to monetize off what you're known for. Yeah.
Who do I call? Someone out there developing skincare?
Yeah. Well, you know, I was going to say call Tyra, because one thing we know Tyra can do is she can take an idea and she can get it to the stores. Now I ain't gonna say that. I'm keeping a good energy. I ain't gonna tear Tyra up now. But we know she's a boss woman and she knows the things of the things. So call Tyra.
True. That's a good idea, because she's the one. I mean, somebody made that video. I wasn't like, hey guys, let's talk about my skincare routine. They were like sneaking videos of me at night. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm washing my face. Like, they'd be like in my face. I'm like, oh,
right.
I got it. I didn't know till it aired. I was like, that's hilarious. I didn't know they were creeping on me, but you know, it's good.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question I have for you is, this is from Louise. Off YouTube, he's asking, can you tell us about your makeover? Did you actually like it? And did anything go wrong with it that wasn't shown?
The hairstylists after were so mad because they sewed in like more hair. They gave me a weave and I have a lot of hair. They're like, why did they do this? It was just getting tangled and it was too much hair. So it was more like a problem for styling after. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it looked good. I was like, it's not very different, but I guess that means my look is working. So
right.
All they did was add more hair that I didn't need, and the length was like this much longer. So it wasn't even, I've kind of kept the same hair for mostly all the time. I might have bangs, but they come and go. You know?
Ooh, so let me see. Do it real quick.
They're cute, right?
Yeah. Oh, you have just transformed.
Yeah, you know, I like to be a chameleon. But see, then they have to be like hidden. Yeah. I don't know. I've been playing with them. I like them for certain things. Certain characters, roles, auditions, I have like a little more, having long, you know, blonde hair forever. It's like a little bit of versatility. But they didn't even do that for me. They didn't even give me bangs. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It was a very tame makeover. I did learn about head sores and sea breeze because I had to use that because I was like, I'm getting like a little bloody here because the hair was heavy and you know I didn't get used to it. So, and then my roommate when I got home had to cut out this like rat's nest of hair. Yeah, so that was my makeover. Kind of uneventful.
Oh, I mean, but the sores, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but there were, you know, it was kind of underwhelming because there were a couple girls who went to the ER. You heard about that?
Right.
I don't know if people talk about that. I don't know what people have said. Behind the scenes stuff. But like a couple people, was it, who got the super long hair? Michaela. That had to be taken out because they're like, this could get infected or whatever. And then Molly, everyone saw Molly's horrible hair. That was bad. And they showed the removal. And I was like, get rid of it. So mine was minor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you fared better than others. Listen, I'm very uncanny. I don't know what the F is going on. You guys, Kasha, I live downtown Atlanta. Like I live downtown Atlanta with, you know, the high rise and all that other stuff.
Oh, I did go there.
Do you know where the Centennial Park is?
Yes.
I live right around that. That's my backyard.
Nice. What's happening?
I don't know what's going on outside. A part of me wants to look, but of course I'm interviewing you. But like, there's like a lot of commotion going on, and I'm like, can y'all shut the fuck up? I am doing an interview with Kasha from Cycle.
Maybe they're trying to listen.
I'm just like, yeah. Maybe they're trying to like climb into my apartment to find out. Kasha, is that you behind you?
Just get on your Instagram, guys. Come on.
Is that you behind you right now?
That's me. That's me. This is part of my COVID makeover. I started hanging pictures of, you know, big moments for me in my career. It's something like I never took, not that I didn't take pride in, but I was like, you know what, that was a big deal. I'm gonna print a picture and I'm gonna hang it up because I'm proud of that moment. You have to like celebrate your wins in the world, you know? Because you can just hustle, and you never take time to acknowledge, wow, that's a big deal I did that.
Yes.
So, something I'm working on.
That's the V cover, right?
Yeah, that's V.
So listen, so like, do people give you a hard time about you hanging photos up in your house? They're like, oh my God, why do you have photos of your own self? People give me a hard time. And
no. I'm like, actually the opposite. They're like, finally, because I never did it before. So they're like, you look good. I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
But not many people have been to my house since because of COVID. So times are different. But I always pretty much do any kind of taping here because I mean I have like a self-tape, you know, for auditions, a plain backdrop, but I thought that'd be boring. I thought this would be more fun.
Yes, it's more festive.
You don't see a lot in the live.
Oh, you're talking about my photo?
No, like the framing. You don't see much. I wasn't sure how it would be because.
Oh no.
What's behind you? I like this. I like the green.
This is my. I have greenery in my home in the living room. Oh, let me see. Let me take you on a quick tour. So
Chicago Bulls?
Huh?
Is it Chicago Bulls jersey he's wearing?
Yes. Okay.
I'm from Chicago. Okay.
Really? I'm from Chicago. Drag Race reference. Yeah. But I used to intern for Janelle Monáe's. What was George? He was her tour manager. And he took me to the Wonderland house in Atlanta. And I'll never forget, there was a room covered in grass. And it was like Alice in Wonderland. And it was like the sunroom. And I was like, this is so beautiful. But take a quick tour.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to mess up. And then I have vines on the wall that have.
And you have a cheetah.
Oh, yeah. The cheetah!
I love it.
And then, I don't know what you can see because of light.
Okay, yes.
During the day, it's such a vibe. During the day.
Gorgeous. But it just has, the green. I have a room. I've been meaning to make my meditation room, and it's all white, and I just want to hang green plants everywhere. So I'm going to have that vibe too. But I haven't gotten around to that yet. I decided to like set off across the country. I was like, I'm going to do something else during quarantine. So, yeah.
So listen, the children, I see the children down in the comments. They are pressuring me to
Where's
do
the
their favorite thing that we do, which is ANTM roll call, where I say every name in the order of elimination of the girls who are on your cycle, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your head, good, bad, ugly, or what, guys? Indifferent. Are you ready?
Wait. You're going to say the name of a girl, and I just, the game word association?
It's whatever comes to your brain, whatever you want to say.
But I can't think, right? It just has to go.
I mean, you can think a little bit. We like it to be juicy, but again, it's the first thing that comes to your brain. And usually the first thing that comes to your brain is the most honest thing.
Yeah, what if you have a dirty mind? Uh-oh.
Let us know. We take all things as long as you don't say
F-bomb? No,
F is fine. Just don't say the C word.
Oh, okay. I don't say that anyway.
That rhymes with blunt.
I'm classy.
Well, I'm trashy. Nice to meet you. Okay, here we go. Angelia.
Florida. I think that's where she's from.
I just looked down. She's from Pembroke Pines. That's a city where I'm from. Basically, it's like adjacent to mine.
That's what was on my mind.
Florida.
I'm psychic.
Is that all?
Yeah, first gone. That's true. First gone. I mean, I didn't get to know her very well, so yeah. Oh wait, you want like more than a word?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
If that's all you got, that's all you got. Listen, I love that first photo shoot. When I was getting my makeup done today, I was actually going to try to take a photo a la of you guys' first photo shoot when like you guys were getting your makeup done. It was like behind the scenes photos.
Yeah, I love that one. The Russell James.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
I didn't have enough time.
In the mirror, you know, you just have to be like unaware but aware that there's a camera.
Get it. Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
You got someone following you at all times, shooting your picture, but don't look in the camera.
Mm-hmm. So the next girl is Andre. Andre?
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Andre. Yeah, super sweet. Sort of, I wish she spoke out and stood up for herself more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember about her. But yeah, really, really like lovely.
Nicole.
Nicole was hard worker.
Okay.
Hard worker, yeah. Really, really grounded, down to earth. No drama, I'd say. I don't remember, but I feel like there was no drama with her. At least not with me. So, yeah.
Okay, what about Dominique? Poor Dominique. I felt like Dominique struggled the whole time.
Yeah, I love Dominique. I always was like obsessed with her freckles. I love freckles.
The cutest freckles.
I am obsessed with freckles. And I would always tell her, and you know, it's always people with things that they don't find it beautiful. And I was like, stop right now. This is the thing. And yeah, like, I think lack of confidence, you know, because if you believe in what you have and other people are seeing it, but if you're not seeing it, yeah. So, but she was also very sweet, very lovely. I just wish she believed in what she had more.
Okay. What about
I was over there like everybody's cheerleader, you know?
Uh-huh.
I was like, you don't even know this is the thing. Like, odd beauty is the most beautiful thing.
Yes,
you know?
it is.
Super conventional. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I want to know, but before we talk about Sarah, I want to know in regards to Dominique, was she really struggling that bad the way it was shown on television? Because it's like she struggled like virtually almost every photo shoot.
Yes.
Okay.
That I have to say, because some of the stuff isn't accurate, but I do remember she just really didn't. Because it's work. You have to know your angles. You have to know how to pose. You have to know how to emote something. It's like, yeah, I would say maybe didn't study it enough or know how to bring out. Yeah. So there was a struggle from what I remember.
Okay. Sarah. At the time, Sarah.
At the time, Sarah, yes. It's been a minute, 10 years. Oh, Sarah, she's just a fucking weirdo. I loved her. But like in the best way, because I'm a weirdo. I love weird people. But she just didn't care. And I was like, I love that you're here, but like you really don't care about this. So that's like a unique perspective, you know? Interestingly, how you even got here. But took some killer photos, you know? It's kind of like a surprise, you know, someone who would surprise you. Be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I got here, but bam. You know?
Bam. And Ward, right. But
yes.
Guys down in the comments, tell me what Sarah's name now, and I'm going to make sure I use Sarah's, formerly known as Sarah, their pronouns, I believe now are just they. Like they and theirs. I believe, I can't.
Oh yeah, her name changed. Her
Dune! Thank you guys.
How come I can't see the comments? What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. I wish I could help you troubleshoot.
I wish I could know.
Is it George? What is it, guys?
George.
Rune George?
Rune George. That's
Rune George. And pronouns are they and them.
Yes. Lovely, lovely person. Always lovely. Like, actually, I'd say super loving and generous to everybody. Like, always just feeding that. Because there's just, of course, the competitiveness, but then there's something to be said of, like, the camaraderie of, like, you're in this crazy, insane situation together. So, yeah, you're pitted against each other, but at the same time, like, you have nobody when you're in this, like, reality show bubble. So it's nice if you could count on other people to be there and kind of get you through it.
Get you through it.
Yeah.
What about Dahlia?
Dahlia. Another one I wish would have been a little bit more confident in herself, but I thought she was beautiful, and yeah, had a very strong look, knew what to do with it, but I remember her being more confident with the runway than anything. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know how to take a stunning picture, but some people can't handle the pressure. There was a lot of pressure, you know, and they put us in this like, oh, this is high fashion. And I mean, that's part of the reason why I did it that season. They're like, you know, this is all going to be like the best of the best elite kind of people you're working with in fashion. And some people crumble under pressure, and some people rise above and be like, I'm going to do this. So, you know.
What about Monique?
Oh, Monique. I love Monique. I love her. She's so funny. Funny, I would say. She's, yeah, like a lovable goofball. Like, also not ever, how do I say this? Like, wishing badly upon someone. Like, you know, other people can be like, screw her, like, I want to, whatever. I still felt like love from her, always, so. Okay. Yeah. And I think she's working a lot. I feel like she's successful, you know, from what I've seen. I haven't seen her in a while, but I'm like, get it, girl. Yes.
To backtrack a little bit, did you know that the whole Dahlia Alexandria fight over the chicken was actually Molly's chicken?
Yes, I did know that. Yeah, I remember.
I said Molly. You started that.
Molly would be an instigator, for sure. I don't know. I don't eat chicken, so I'm not interested in that. Not interested in that fight, but that was pretty funny. I was always like there watching, not even judging, but just watching like this ridiculous scenarios. I'm like, you guys know they're gonna edit this into something even more ridiculous. Yeah, but you should have seen me in the interviews, or what are they? What the hell?
Confessionals?
Not the confessionals when the producers interview you.
Oh, the interviews.
Yeah, well, interviews. They try to like press my buttons. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say that, guys. And then eventually they would just laugh, and they like, I was just like cool with them, because I'm like, you guys, you can't lead me down this path. Like, hello, I see where you're going with this. So many girls just fall right into the trap. I'm like, oh God. So I'm glad I was experienced before that, because no, you're not doing that to me. Yeah.
Next on our list is Michaela.
Michaela, gorgeous.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Another one though, had to bring out more. But gorgeous. It's like you have the instrument, but it's your job to do the work and fill it out and bring something out.
She's the noun, not the verb, in the words of High Priestess Tyra Banks.
Wait, what?
You remember Tyra Banks used to always say, "You're the noun, but you're the noun model, but you're not doing the verb model. You're not modeling."
Oh, yes. Sorry, we're doing grammar. Yes, exactly. Modeling. Right, like you clearly look like a model. It's like, but can you bring it? But I think everybody knows, whether on the show or just in the fashion world, some of the most successful models are not the most quote unquote conventionally beautiful. It's like, some people are interesting looking, and I always love that outside the box beauty. That's why I love living in New York, and I love the weird kind of quirky looking people in the who are successful models. And so you can be stunningly gorgeous and not be successful. So, and I don't know if she is or not. I haven't talked to her, but I think the potential, she should have been, is my point. You know what I mean? Because that's one girl that you'd look at and be like, yeah, obviously could be working like crazy. Yeah, like you should be doing beauty campaigns, hide your face, you know? So.
Jacqueline.
Oh, Jacqueline. My bestie. We hung out a lot. I love Jacqueline. Sweetest sweetheart. I mean, have you ever seen another Jacqueline? Never.
No, never.
An original, like, just the most pure-hearted person. I'm like, where did you come from? You're like a fairy tale. Yeah, so loved her. But she pulled out some killer looks, and she, she was like, her whole thing was a big thing. She's a virgin.
Right.
People love that. Right. I'm gonna be sexy over here, but I never had sex. Sorry.
I'm gonna talk about that whole little dinner with Mr. J when you guys were kind of like touching on that with her, like, you know.
Oh
whatever.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
My prize dinner. What did I win that for? I won something.
Mm-hmm. But you gave your iconic line. You were like, a leather wallet.
Wait, you froze. What?
No, did I freeze?
You
Tyra,
froze.
Stop it.
What, Tyra? What is she cutting out? Is she cutting lines? Does she censor this?
No, so it started a long time ago when I first started. Of course, you know, doing these things on the internet, you're going to encounter Wi-Fi and connection and all that other stuff. So
sure.
I had just watched the new craft, but I'm still a fan of the old craft. And when it started like messing up, I can't remember whose chat it was, but I just kept saying, we bind you, Tyra. We bind you from doing harm to yourself. So it's like a thing now when things go awry. We're like, we bind you, Tyra. We bind you.
Tyra, let me say my line. What was my line?
Right.
What was it? I don't remember.
I believe, guys, I'm having a slight brain fart, but I believe it was you when it was something to the effect about asking about a wallet or like a wallet type. And I believe it was you. Or was it Jacqueline? No, it was you. When you were like, what type of wallet should a guy have? And you were like, a leather one.
A leather one. I think that was...
Was that Jacqueline?
That was Jacqueline.
Shit, I'm sorry.
That's okay, but that was at my dinner, so we can make it work.
You're still responsible for the moment.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to pick who came to dinner.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was so exciting because it was like basically we were quarantined in Top Model Land and we got out into the world. So now everybody can relate, you know? Now you know how it feels. It's like, oh, we haven't been out in 2 months. Oh my God, we're going to dinner. It's great.
Next on our list is Alexandria Everett.
Oh, boy. Everyone's favorite to talk about. I mean, I always say, like, she was our one bully. Like, they needed one. You know, passive aggressive. I think there's something of me, and I apologize to her. I'm like calling her multiple personalities or something, but she did. She just, you never know what day, what hour, who she was gonna be. So yeah, that was, and I really think watching back other seasons, I'm like, we really had a great, sweet group of people, but she's the one that liked to make the troubles. Yeah, and on set, like, I just kept thinking, because I had already worked a lot, I just kept thinking, like, no, in no world would you not get fired right now.
Yikes.
Because, I mean, I came at it the whole time, and I think it was portrayed really well. I came at it as a professional.
Yes,
like, I want to work. I'm not here for the drama. I want to work with you, and you know, get me out there, you know, so I can work.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, she was acting like very unprofessional. So I think she got away with a lot, to be honest, a lot of things, because they wanted to keep her around. Let's be honest. You got to have the drama.
Good old Alexandria.
Yeah.
What about Hannah Jones? The little sweetest thing ever. I need to turn this down. I'm a little overexposed, guys. I don't like it.
What kind of light you got there? That looks good. Mm-hmm. I'm mirroring you.
Hannah,
I love Hannah too. Actually, she's the person I keep in touch with. Her and Monique maybe the most. I mean, not much, but like she's the one I saw after the show more than anybody else because she was living in LA too, and then I moved to LA. But she's great. I mean, always, I think Hannah's wonderful. And someone who really the same way, wanted to work, wanted to like go after the career and really have a career, not just like a one-off on a, you know, 15 minutes of some kind of fame. It's like, no, let me work. Let me learn something, have some kind of experience and go off and use it. So I respect that.
Of course, Molly. Oh,
Molly. Oh, Molly's the other one. I've been talking to Molly. She's great. She's just like, I'd say like gives no fucks, Molly. Like in a way, in a great way. Like just real, very much like couldn't even like be phony if she wanted to, kind of thing, which I love people like that. I'm like, don't bullshit me. I'm not here to be like, I can read the phony all over, you know, some other people, but she's like, yeah, that's my chicken. I'm just gonna let them go after it though. That's cool. You know, that kind of thing.
I talk to Molly often, at least once a week now, and I just think she's so fabulous. She's down in my hometown, so when I go visit in 2 weeks, her and I are gonna hang out at my Airbnb that I got. But I think Molly is so funny. That bitch is so funny.
She is. That's what I mean. Like, she doesn't give a fuck about anything. She is funny. She's crude, but in the best way. In like, she looks so gorgeous, but like not a girly girl. She's just like rough around the edges, but she looks completely like she's not. So love that. Yeah.
And then last but not least, the Cycle 16 winner, Miss Brittany Klein.
Brittany, winner. That's my word.
Chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. She's clear, again, another one, clearly had a look, definitely could work, you know, she had the physique, I would say, had a lot to learn, but she did, you know what I mean, like, she stepped up. I think that's commendable, because also, like, hadn't been around fashion, she was from some small town, you know, that kind of thing, but fell into traps, a lot of traps, like, throughout, because, you know, fall into the drama, and it's like, nah, you're better than that, come on. But no, she was great. I got along with her really well, and I think she did some killer work, so... Of course. You see why, yeah, she did really well.
Okay. I wanna know, if you know, if you don't, it's fine. So, like, she made, like, an Instagram post many years ago basically explaining some of the issues she had been experiencing in the modeling industry. It was basically like, all right, y'all, pieces, I'm done. Were you aware of that?
Like, she quit or whatever? Yeah, I remember that. And I was kind of like, oh, why'd you, like, do this? But, yeah, I don't really remember the details of it.
Gotcha.
But I think she went back to work, right? Like, she had a contract, broke it, said, I quit. I thought she went back to modeling. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Or maybe she's posting other old photos or something. But I don't understand that, because I think you know what you're getting into. Like, there's good, bad, and ugly in that industry, of course. You know, like, but you got to take care of yourself. Like, I've experienced some not good stuff. And then some amazing stuff. And you have to take the good with the bad, unfortunately, sometimes. Like, it's not always, but I think that's with anything. It's not always easy.
This is true.
You know?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was going to say, with modeling in particular, your look might be in one season and then it's not the next. So that's the reality of it. Like, and the business, I mean, this is 10 years ago, which is crazy, but the business has really changed and widened the net of what is acceptable. Even strictly with, you know, plus size models, there's a way bigger range, way more opportunity of, you know, diversity of all kinds, and intermixing the jobs, which was just starting. I feel like when I started, because I had this great agent at Wilhelmina who, like, poached me over there, and he's like, I'm submitting you on everything. I don't care if they only want, like, the straight size models. You're going to be in that mix. So, like, people that are visionaries that way is great, but it takes time to break those molds and, you know, break down those barriers. I know Tyra knows it from her beginnings, you know? It's like anybody who's, like, the first few of something gets that. So, you know, there's difficulty with the great rewards that come from working hard, you know, and in getting in there. So maybe it was a little bit of a quick retirement or quitting, you know, because I think she has really great potential. I don't know what she's doing now, but
I had a chance to message her in the DMs, and her and I went back and forth. I just think maybe, how can I put this? I just think maybe she's probably just experienced some things that probably just kind of rubbed her the wrong way. And I think just maybe like experiencing it back and back and back, it probably disheartened her where she was just like, okay, I'm just like, it's just too much. Like, it's only so much of persevering. I feel like maybe she felt like she could do. So it's like, okay, like, you know, I did it. It's done. I'm done. Time to move on to something else that's probably not as emotionally taxing. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, I get that. I mean, I get it on the half of like the hard part, but I don't understand the word quit. So that's just me. I mean, because if you really want something, if you really, really say it's your passion, why are you quitting?
Right.
But that's for quitters, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, people have told me the most insane shit. I'm like, you can't listen to everybody. Everyone's gonna have an opinion.
Yeah. I think, and I was talking to Annalise yesterday from Cycle 18 about this, and we were just talking about how like people can be placed in the same situations, but they all have different outcomes. And I just think, you know, and this is not me speaking on Brittany because I don't know what her situation is. This is me just speaking on a general human experience, in my opinion on it. I just think, you know, we all have different things inside of us, different priorities, different things that we deem more important and things that we use to drive us. And it's different in everybody. So everybody will have different outcomes. I'm the same way as you. I don't believe in the word quitting. I don't know what quitting, giving up means. I'm going to keep trying if it's something that I really want. But, you know, everyone may not be wired the same, you know?
Well, I think you're completely right. People are not. And the thing is, like, these are hard businesses, you know, modeling. And then now for me in acting, it's like, everybody says if you can do something else, go and do that, because it's the people who have that drive and that need to do this kind of work that are gonna be the ones who persevere, because you really feel like I can't do anything else with my life. If something else drives you and you want, you know, you'd be happy doing an easier thing, I can understand why you would go do that. But yeah, I'm not wired that way. I'm like, let me pick some of the hardest things to do. I'm going to do that because it's fulfilling to me. And I just really feel like,
me too.
I feel it more as a calling versus like even choosing it, because it's hard. It's not easy. It is emotionally taxing, and it is, of course you take the blows and you take things personally when you're like, I shouldn't, because this is kind of out of my hands, but it's me, I'm the product, so I'm gonna take it personal. But this is years of that, you know. I'm like, hard. I have a hard skin now. I know when to put up the business wall of like, that's fine, you know, let it slide off your back, and then you know when to let the vulnerability and kind of use that part of yourself. So you just have to be, just takes time to develop that, you know.
Well said. Well said. I can't really come behind that. That's great. That's really, really great. And with that, you have completed ANTM roll call. Now we still have more questions to get into.
Okay.
But they're really like straightforward questions. But of course, feel free to expound any way that you so choose.
Got it. How'd I do on that one?
You did a great job.
Perfect.
You did a great job. Now listen, Vanna Cosmetic is asking, hi Kasha, what do you think of the plastic bubble runway challenge? And were Dominique and Andre the only ones who fell? I
mean, first of all, way ahead of its time, because we could all use it right now in the pandemic, like the entire bubble. So Top Model is like way ahead of its time.
Innovative.
But I thought it was cool. Again, I was like, I've done a lot of runway shows. I've never gotten to be in a bubble. Fun. Yeah, I think that other girls fell, but it wasn't shown. I think. I don't actually remember. I didn't fall. I was like, thank God they put us in flats, because if you were in heels, disaster. Because the runway's like this big. Like you could barely put your foot in it. I don't even remember how wide. But concentration was your friend during that, for sure.
In understanding physics and gravity.
Yes, knowing your center of gravity and balance and posture and all that, yeah. But that was the first runway challenge. So they're like, let's throw them off the deep end, literally. That's cool.
I believe it was Molly when I talked to her who said that the runway was filmed twice because no one fell the first time. And
oh, yeah.
they went, and she believes, I don't want to put words in people's mouths. I don't know if she said they did it or she believed or was alleged that they went and sprayed some type of slippery adhesive on the runway to get more of a splat on camera.
Yeah, I forgot. She's right. We did it twice. The splat, I don't remember, but that I know I really don't, but that could very well be the case because yeah, you gotta have somebody fall, or else like what kind of television, you know? It doesn't make for good TV when everybody's like, bam, nailed
That's
it.
True. That's true.
Yeah, and that is designed to make somebody fall.
Like it's a must. Like you're in this bubble on water on this skinny runway. Someone's gonna. I would have collapsed.
Yeah, but you float luckily in the bubbles, so it's not so bad.
But it's like you fall in the bubble, and then it's all this confetti. There was confetti inside of the bubble, right? And then it's like you're turning, and you can't stand up on the water, and you're just constantly turning.
The turn is hard because the thing was big. I mean, it's a human-sized bubble.
I wonder why, and this is from me watching Drag Race. So Shangela, drag race icon, did a bubble runway, right? Where she put herself in a bubble. And she basically, I remember her walking down, but she had her hands up on the bubble, but she was like making it a part of her walk. I don't know why no one didn't hold their hands up and just like, to balance it.
But was she on a narrow runway?
No.
Because that's what I think. I think if you tipped either way, you fall.
I forgot about the runway. You're right.
So narrow. Yeah, I think that was the thing. We just like eye on the prize, straight ahead kind of thing. That was the goal.
Okay.
Just keep going. Turn around. You got this.
So here's a good question for you, Kasha. Sierra Grill wants to know, did they really make you walk home after the Hands on Fire runway challenge? If so, how far did you have to walk, and did they at least give you directions?
I sure did have to walk home. But it was fun, whatever. We hadn't been out much. To me, any little bit of freedom, I'm very independent, free spirit. I'm like, this is great. One cameraman or whatever, and 3 of us. They did not give us directions, and as you know, we don't have a phone or anything. They take everything away from you. I don't think they gave us directions, but it's downtown LA. It was pretty easy to find. We were, where you were on. I think. I honestly, I don't remember. I just remember like how I was. I was like, oh, I need to work on my walk. Okay, I'll runway walk home. That's fine.
I love your attitude. I absolutely love it.
Thanks.
No,
I mean, what can you do? I mean, why am I going to be upset about that? If I'm upset about that, that defeats the purpose. It's my punishment is so I get better. So I'm going to get better. And, I mean, let's be honest. Who hasn't walked down the street pretending it's a runway once or twice in their life at least?
Oh, I do it all the time.
I do too. That's what I'm saying. So, like, it wasn't anything different for me. Exactly. I did it more when I was living in New York because you're walking everywhere. I was like, move. Yeah, exactly.
I watch a lot of reality TV, go figure. And there's a reality TV icon who I think has the best walk into a room ever. And her name is Nene Leakes from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And whenever Nene Leakes walks into a room, she owns it.
Look out. Exactly. And that is the way to be. Exactly.
Yes.
Own that room. Do you think she hasn't practiced that? I think she practiced.
She probably has.
See? So, no problem there.
No problem there. Listen, kiddies out there, when you walk into a room, you make sure you always own it.
You make an entrance.
Without even speaking.
Exactly. Energy.
So, Miguel De Leon wants to know, was working with the baby leopard hard? That photo was one of my faves of yours.
Oh, thank you. Oh, do you want to know what they didn't? Can you hear me?
Of course. Hey, Tyra. Get away. Are you back?
Tyra, about to shut it down. Hold on. My iPad's just dying. Hold on.
Oh, no,
okay,
that's fine.
wait.
I still get a nap. Is it okay if I get a napkin to, like, pat my face? I still have on my green screen makeup. Is that okay?
Yeah, do whatever you
Okay,
need,
well, you
yeah.
plug in your phone. I'm
chill.
gonna get a napkin.
I'm chill. Okay.
Cookie, you are mighty quiet tonight, girl. What is the tea? My dog is normally making like guest appearances. She's not doing. Ooh, girl,
what's her
took
name?
my scalp off. Her name is Cookie.
Oh, Cookie, how cute. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I want to crumble her.
Blah, blah, blah. Crumble her because she's a little cookie.
Yeah, crumble her.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
It was getting on my nerves. I was like, why am I so shiny? But I mean, I know. I'm sitting in the light.
And they were too hot.
Yeah. I need some fun. Well, not really.
You're hot, Lana.
Because it holds pretty well. But when I do have on makeup, maybe you can help me out. So when I have on makeup, I do get, I guess it's oily, right? That's the term. I get oily. What would you suggest?
What are you using? Primer, foundation, and powder? Tyra's doing it.
Can you hear me?
Okay, wait. I didn't hear you.
So my makeup artist, she primes me. She does foundation, and then she powders me.
But what are you using? Because that's the right
I don't know.
thing.
Shit. My foundation that I do use, it's the foundation I use is Too Faced. I do like Too Faced.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, just make blotting papers your friend. Are you using napkin?
Yeah, but that's because I don't care. After this, I'm gonna wash it off.
Yeah, exactly. But just get some blotting papers. I mean, I would say maybe an oil absorbing primer would help.
Oil absorbent primer.
Yes. I love the NARS primers. They're really good. Maybe try that. I think they have one for oily skin specifically, or Makeup Forever. Those are really good ones. Yeah, because if it's more the first step, so maybe you just won't get as shiny.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
But what did we not see with the baby leopard?
Oh, I broke out in hives. And
why?
Because I'm allergic to cats. And like severely allergic to cats, and the handler was like, "No, I told her because there's an animal handler because it's a wild animal." I was like, "Okay, no, like I'm allergic to dander." She's like, "It's a wild cat. It's totally different. It's not the same dander." Nope, like all over. I broke out in hives, so it made it a little bit more difficult to get a photo. So then anything that's happening, they just cut all that out, and they're like, "You had trouble with this one." I'm like, "Yeah." Because I was like literally about having to go to the hospital. But they didn't think to show that. It's cool though, because I'm like, that's fine. I'm a professional. I'm going to get the photo. So thank you to whoever said they liked it. I had fun. I was like, this, the outfit was cool. We're in like the cool set, but the cats don't agree with me.
Oh my God. And like while you were shooting, you were breaking out. I'm pretty sure like you said something to them like, "Hey y'all, I think I'm dying now. Are y'all gonna help me?" And what did they say?
Yeah, I remember going to the bathroom, like, which was a trailer on the set, and they'd be like, just like wash it, and we'll give you some like cream or something. And
cream.
Like Benadryl cream or something. I don't even remember. But I remember like rubbing it in before washing it, and it got worse. It was just like, it was a lot. Like hives, like everywhere where I held it. So it was like my chest and all my arms were covered in hives. So, but I don't know if they retouched it out of the picture, or I can't remember what I was wearing if it didn't show. But I was like, all in the name of a good picture. Don't care.
I love your attitude so much about everything. Like, it's a choice. It is a choice. It's a choice. So exactly. I'm not telling everyone to subscribe to Kasha's attitude, but for anybody who is in a field that's probably not the most, what do I want to say? In fields like entertainment and modeling and fashion, that like there's no really clear way to the top. You just have to work hard and have opportunities. Get an attitude like Kasha's. Focus on the goal and just get the job done. Hustle. Make it look nice. Make it look fierce, and die later.
The thing is, nobody cares. Like,
nobody cares.
Yeah, they notoriously shoot swimsuit season in the winter because of the season, and they don't care that you're cold. They don't. They're like, do the job. You're being paid a lot of money. It's like, okay, do the job. Don't complain. That's what I meant about like complainers on set, like somebody would have been fired. You cannot do that in a professional setting. Nobody's gonna want to work with you. and it's not phony at all. It's that I really am grateful for every experience that I got to do there or, you know, outside of the show. I'm grateful because not everybody gets those opportunities. Yes, I work hard for them.
There you go.
So, yeah, but even some people work hard and they don't get those opportunities. So who am I to be complaining? No, not going to do it.
That is, thank you for saying that. I am going to extrapolate that out of this video, and I'm going to replay that so many times because it's so true. First of all, people have to understand that it's a job. Like, it's a job. What I do is a job. What you do is a job. There's money transactions, and no one wants to have a headache on their job. And as uncanny as some things may be, as hard as they may be, to the person who's over it, their mindset is, if you won't do it, another person will, and probably for half the price. So you have to make a decision: is this something that I really want, and what can I do to get through this moment, deliver what I need, and go on with my life?
Exactly. And are you willing to sacrifice the hard parts? You know, because it's amazing and super fun. I'm sure you love your job, but there's other elements that are hard to it. It's not all, you know, the glamour, like they always say. It's like modeling is not all glamour. Anything in entertainment, it's like, yeah, maybe that's the facade, that part that people see, and they think, oh, this is so easy, anybody can do it. No. It's so much hard work. It is a more emotionally taxing because you're tied to your brand or whatever, you know. It's a lot. Like, there are many easier things to do. So if you can, go do whatever makes you happy, that's easier. But if you cannot, don't expect it to be super easy, but also don't take it for granted when opportunities come your way, because if you take it for granted, somebody else won't. Like you said, somebody else will come do a better job for half the money, and then you are replaced. So that's where that attitude comes from. It's like, you gotta be a professional. I mean, I don't know.
Be professional.
My parents are immigrants. Like, I never took anything for granted. Like, you know, it's like, you could have the American dream. Like, you just have to work for it. Okay, wow, I want something that not everybody can do or will venture out to, you know, even try to do. So I just
David St. John. Do you remember David St. John?
Yes.
So David St. John is the executive producer of the reality TV show that I'm on now, and he's in the chat.
What?
Hi, David.
Hi, David. What you doing?
I talked to him earlier. He's eating chicken. I don't know.
He's eating chicken? Is it Molly's chicken?
No, David's working. David is a very busy girl. He's busy. He's a workaholic.
Wait, so what do you guys do together?
Oh, so he is the executive producer of a show that I'm on, the T.S. Madison Experience. I know that everyone's rolling their eyes because I've said it 1,000 times, but I'm going to keep promoting it, bitches.
I don't care. I want to hear.
So, so the T.S. Madison Experience is debuting on WeTV next week, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, starring pop culture LGBT icon T.S. Madison and featuring the head nerd in charge, Oliver Twixt.
Congratulations.
And David is, thank you. And David is the executive producer of our show, who was a producer on Top Model.
Yes, I definitely remember. How could I forget? One of my favorites. Not just
now, you know what? I should be asking y'all, how was David back in the day? So, I should be, but I'm pretty sure he was sweet.
Super sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so sweet. He's the best thing.
Super sweet. I mean, like I said, like I thought everybody was great. Like all the producers behind the scenes, but I was like, guys, let me be real with you. I'm not feeding into this piece of drama. And then I think the respect for the show and the sets and everything, I think people take that, you know, they saw me in a good light that way because they're like, oh, she's not being an asshole. So hopefully that is how I was remembered from
He just commented, he said we loved her.
Oh.
So yes.
No,
go ahead.
No, that's the thing. It's like, you don't want to be an asshole. People don't want to work with an asshole.
Yeah.
Or you better be so talented that, like, you're irreplaceable, which nobody's irreplaceable.
No one's irreplaceable. Yeah. I love working with David. I always tell him, I think I'm so blessed that my first TV job was with him, because he's very, I mean, you know, he's about his job, you know, he has to do a job, and of course,
Yeah.
he has a job to do, but I've never gotten a bad bone from him. Like, no,
Nice.
like, you know, I really do love him, and I appreciate him so much, because he really helped me out a lot during my first big hoorah on television. So
First of many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Aw,
that's
you.
exactly how, you know, how I remember him
Mm-hmm.
and everybody. Like, really, you know, they care. And it's like, if you're human, like human to human, you have to, I don't know. I'm sure he was super supportive, because that's how I felt. Like, you have to, like, empathize and be human with people. You're not like, yeah, this is a business and everyone's out for the money, but ultimately, like, if you're out to hurt people, it's just never the way to win any game, you know?
Well, enough about David. This interview is
Enough
about that
David.
bitch.
Let me know when your show comes out. I'll post about it.
Next week, Thursday at 10 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. I'm so nervous, because you said that you didn't go with the bullshit, and I said I went full force into it.
You went right into the bullshit.
Kasha, I cut up, girl, in a good way. In a good way, but y'all just have to watch. Just watch and see.
I'm gonna watch. And I can't see it being like, well, let me see it first.
Yeah, just watch it first and tell me. Tell what you think. But I have to watch it first too.
I'm sure you're yourself still, right? Like, you're not putting on a thing. You as you. I mean, that's what it is. Don't be fake and phony to try to get airtime. I'm like, I'm not into that. That's fine. You know, you want the truth of you to be out there. Of course, editing changes everything. I mean, I'm editing, well, not editing. I was in on editing. The first project I'm producing, actually, is very exciting.
Oh, nice.
A short film I co-wrote and shot during COVID last year on my road trip in Chicago. And producing is a lot of work, but I'm learning a lot. And then I'm seeing the editing process is really what makes the film or the show. And you really, once you have your hands in it, you're like, whoa, I appreciate what all these people behind the scenes and post do. And I love that I'm learning about that, but it is a lot of work. And then you also see, and I know from being on the show, you see, like, out of 10 hours, you're gonna see like a minute of that. So how you can't possibly get the full thing. It's a little different when it's scripted and, you know, you're writing a fictional thing, but even so, you can manipulate after so much. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yes, I'm trying to finish my film. And can I do a shameless plug? I have a
Of course, plug whatever you want.
I have a GoFundMe. If anybody can donate, I really appreciate it. We're trying to finish our post-production fund. We have an amazing Oscar and Emmy nominated sound designer working on it right now, and I have to finish paying him. So yeah, but our eye on the prize is the Cannes Film Festival, so we have to get it done within 2 weeks. So I'm on it. Yeah. So that's my shameless plug.
So you told us the deadline. Tell us how much is still outstanding, so the girls know.
2,000.
Y'all, come on, y'all. Let's give Kasha this 2,000.
Maybe $1 here and there, yeah. So that'd be amazing. I mean, that's the hardest thing I think I'm realizing with the producing is, like, we did this self-funded and it was COVID, so we kind of pulled off a miracle with no crew and whatever. But it's a really strong story and it's very relatable. Everyone who's seen it has been like, oh my God, even though this is not the exact situation I've gone through, this time has been hard, and they can kind of feel that with the characters. So I'm really proud of it, and I need to finish it so we can go to the festivals. And that's one of my dreams, is to, you know, produce bigger, you know, feature films in the future. So this is my foray into that, you know, really tell stories that I want to tell. And as an actor, you have somebody else's vision, but when you're writing and creating and producing something, I can put out into the world stories that I want to tell. So I appreciate anybody who can help me.
No, you're so welcome. Everyone down in the comments is asking, where is the link? Is it in your bio?
It's in my bio, and I've posted about it. Yeah. I'm not very good at social media. I don't know if anybody notices. I'm trying. So if anyone has any help for me too, I'm not great at it. You can help me. I'm trying, and it's like, okay, I gotta post, I gotta do this. I guess I have to tag people in my story. I'm like, oh God. So.
Well,
Thank
here's a tip. Here's a tip. So
Yes.
for someone like me, what I do is I curate all of my content for the week, right? Now, of course, there may be instances where, like, you know, things may pop up, you know, a promo may pop up. I may take like a bomb ass photo and just can't wait to share it. But for the most part, and I'm pretty sure you're organized and you have a calendar. And so for me, I take my calendar and I basically plan out my posts throughout the week from Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And so, like, I know, like, at 12, this is already in the drafts. Only thing I have to do is just hit post and it's already done. This caption is already typed. I just got to hit copy and paste and it's already done. There's actually apps out there that will, if you load your content in, it will post for you. Now, that's a little extreme, but you can do a lot of early legwork just by, like, taking, like, an hour to sit down, come up with all your Insta stories, your Instagram posts, anything you want to do, the captions, whatever, and just store it. And then when it's ready, when it's time to post, set an alarm and post.
What? Okay, I've never done that. You can save a story too before you post?
You can't save a story, but what you can do is so like what I do, like when I do my Sephora, my Sephora promos, I'll take whatever I'm going to do and I'll put it in there and I'll format it. I'll do all the formats, and then all of the tags will already be written out in like a note, and I'll just copy and paste it and then just tag it.
Okay, that's easier. Yeah, I need to get better about that because I've never done that. Never pre-planned. I was like, yeah, instant. So it's something I'm working on because I realize the importance of it. It's just it's not foreign to me. It's not organic.
It's not your thing, you know, which is
Some
okay.
people are so good at it. I'm like, I need to hire somebody to like help me or to run this because like I have things to promote and stuff like that, but I guess I'm not very good at. I'm working on it, but yeah, self-promotion. That's why I was like, can I plug this? I would love.
Of course,
some help with this.
Of course.
But it's a hard thing for me. But anyway, working on it.
Yeah, like some of my clients, like Dr. Heavenly, for example. Oh yeah, can I use Dr. Heavenly? Yeah, Dr. Heavenly. Like when she's doing her YouTube and I'm, you know, creating her YouTube stuff and her banners and promos and all of that, I go shoot at her house for one day. I'll sit down, I'll come up with the cover art, the promo video, all that in just one setting, and I just tell her, I'll send it to her each day and say, hey, post this, here's your caption, just hit copy and paste and you're done.
What? Wow. Okay. Well, that's brilliant. So
it's all about just sitting down and just like, because during the week you're going to get busy, you're going to forget, and like it's like it's a missed opportunity. So yeah, it's just all about just sitting down and saying what it is I want to show this week.
Yeah, I did. The closest thing I did to that was I did set an alarm every day. I mean, toward the end while I was on the road, I was like, we're seeing so much of America and things that people should see. So I was like, once a day at least had an alarm for like 6 p.m. to post on Instagram. And so I usually did, but then I took it off. So didn't keep up with that. But that would be, you know, something like that. Preparing for the week would be helpful.
I'm giving you guys a free consultation, and we're going to get back to top model questions. For you, you honestly may benefit from like the it's I think it's called Hootsuite, like apps like that where you can like populate your content. Like it'll populate your content for you.
Okay. Hootsuite. Yeah. I mean, tell me what to do, and I'm yours.
Call me. I'll
in that sense,
and we'll talk more.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because it's kind of the thing of I'm always doing stuff and working on, like, I'm trying to finish this, that I forget to, like, post it and talk about it.
Me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, back into the top model because they're cursing both of us out. Are you ready? Okay, let me scroll back down.
What they
so
saying?
Lawn likes cake. I'm sorry. They are asking, was it a setup to taunt the blondes during the Brunettes versus Blondes photo shoot when photographer Jonathan asked to take pictures of Brittany solo? I thought that was great TV.
Great TV. Was it what was the question?
So they said, okay, so was it a setup to taunt the blondes during the Brunettes versus Blondes photo shoot when photographer Jonathan asked to take pictures of Brittany solo? I'm assuming they meant brunettes because Brittany was she wasn't a blonde. Switch that out.
Yeah, she was a brunette. Was it a set? I don't know. Maybe he just was into her look. I don't know.
That's how it was presented.
Yeah, I was too into what I was doing because I won the blonde photo, you know.
Now,
so I just make this about me. I think Andre Leon Talley said, you know, I was the lead singer and this is my backup. So I felt good about that one. I don't remember what else happened.
I know that's right. Did I win? Yes. Nothing else matters.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's not my fault, you know, if 3 others dragged me down. I should have been top, but whatever.
Yikes. You know, I want to know, though, this is me slipping into top model fan theory. I just found it so ironic that when it got to this photo shoot of you 8 girls, there were specifically 4 blondes and there were 4 brunettes now. Crazy. I will say, and the girls that watch these have always heard me say, I always root for the black girl. However, if the black girl is not up to par, then she must go home. And those who are talented and doing what must be done deserve to stay. But a little bit, I'm like, so what would have happened if someone like Andre would have stayed, or like Dominique would have stayed? Like, would that photo shoot still would have been, would the creative still would have been the same?
The brunettes.
Dominique's a brunette? No,
no, they dyed her hair red.
Yeah, like what would have happened?
Yeah, they dyed her hair. Oh, well, they probably wouldn't have come up with that concept. It probably would have just been a sexy mud shoot. That's what I would say. They probably were like, maybe getting close to it, like, okay, if we eliminate the one, who was it? Was it Dahlia?
Yeah.
Before? Or
no, it was Dahlia.
Okay, so eliminate the black girl and then we'll have this and we could do this whole thing. So maybe that was like thought through, maybe not. I mean, maybe we'll never know. But yeah, they probably saw that opportunity. I have no idea. I think it would have just been a different thing otherwise. It is kind of weird.
It's just a coincidence. I mean, it's a great, David is screaming no. Now, everybody, I don't never abuse my relationship with David to get top model.
What did he say?
He said no.
He knows. I don't know.
He said no.
He wasn't thought out.
Yeah, he said it wasn't like something deliberately done. Like she deliberately got eliminated. Yeah.
That's what I would think. I would think that it's like an opportunity, like, oh, we have this. We can peg them against each other. You know, like
it was just so perfectly placed. It was so. Oh, David said it was dark hair versus light hair. So, David, are you saying
so it would have been?
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, I mean, anybody, you know, well, they could have dyed anybody's hair blonde too, but like, yeah, it could have been. I would hope they didn't, you know, preconceive that as like a thing to eliminate. But I don't know. And I didn't work behind the scenes. I was just on, you know.
Well, I mean, no, that was just me just doing some like quick, weird top model. You okay?
Going on outside my window now.
Hey, call the police.
Okay, LA's getting crazy too.
But no, that was just me just slipping off into like weird top model theory, you know, just because I think it was so perfectly placed that the 8 girls with this photo shoot where it was 4 blondes and 4 brunettes is perfectly placed. So, you know,
it's crazy. That's never happened, right?
No,
that was the one and only time. Well, also because it was the one and only time, I think we can surmise that it was just happenstance. They're like, okay, we'll use this, you know.
We'll go with that.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll go with that.
And I trust David, and David said no. So,
but more importantly, who was the top blonde on that?
Back to who was the top blonde? Kasha, I love you. I love your personality. Like, I absolutely love it.
You know, and I loved that shoot. I was covered in mud, head to toe. It was so hot. Like, it was sexy.
No, I think that's one of my favorite shoots from that cycle. I like the mud shoot.
Yeah, and the makeup, the way they used like shade. I don't know. I loved it. I was feeling myself.
I'm sorry, Kasha. David, don't tell the kids. No more tea in the comments. Leave it alone. He's down there. He said Tyra will often come up with photo shoots on the fly. Thank you so much, David. Tell them no more. Go back to what you were doing and watch silently from the rafters. You know, and like I've said this before, but I don't abuse my relationship with David to get top model tea. Like, you know, that was his. You know, that was. I mean, to tell y'all some real shit. In my brain, top model was his ex-wife. I'm currently his new wife, so we don't need to talk about the ex-wife.
Got it. It's probably better if you guys don't.
Yeah.
Healthier. Yeah.
So Anto Power wants to know, spill all the tea. And you knew I was going to ask you about this. I had to sandwich it in.
What?
Spill all the tea on that panel when Brittany Klein's head spun around 1,000 times and she stormed out and Alexandria is boo-hoo crying and it's chaos and it's all the things. I think Molly said that Brittany was having a panic attack.
Which one was that?
Kasha, do you mean to tell me?
Oh, I'm not kidding. I don't remember. Which one was that?
That has to be the best response ever in all of ANTM Cycle exclusive history to a question. The most bombastic moment in top model history, and the girl who was standing right there said, "What was that?" I don't remember that. I do remember that I was the top blonde in the mud. Kasha, I love it. I love it. You need to do YouTube vlogs because I love this type of I love it.
I know, but I don't remember.
You don't remember when earlier in the week there was a whole moment on set when Alexandria won the challenge and her and Brittany got into it on set, and then Nigel was a photographer and he was like, "I can't help but to mention
the Ford thing, the Ford."
Yes, and then when you guys got to panel, Brittany started crying and heaving and hoeing, and then she stormed out because we now know from Molly that she had a panic attack, and Alexandria's like, "Whoa,
yes. Oh yeah. all I remember is I had a Ford ad in National. I guess I just chose, it's, you know, selective memory. I do remember it now because I remember the studio. A lot has happened in 10 years. I remember the studio, and I remember Nigel. I mean, you can't forget Nigel taking your picture. Loved working with him. I had a sword. It was really cool. Again, I was focused on my work. Like, he wanted it like straight to camera, so you couldn't see it, but it was like, this is killer shot. Anyway, that's not what you're asking about. But
I love it. Kasha, you are amazing. I love it. I'm enjoying this. I'm like eating all this up. Like, this has woken me up. I was slightly sleepy, but your personality has woken me up. Let me just be very straightforward with you. I love a confident person who's slightly delusional and like blind, like they're like just focused on them. I love that type of shit. It makes me key.
You know, not that I didn't care about it. I did, but not when it came to the bullshit. I was like, I'm not about the bullshit. And I was like, I feel like other people were crying that day. I don't want to name names, but I think I remember, like, you know, yeah, you see the big blow up, but I think there was like other people having meltdowns. But again, not interested in that. So wait, what happened at the panel though? I was standing next to her, had a meltdown?
Oh, my hair, give me my hair.
No, I was...
Kasha, you don't remember in all of your top model panels the moment when Tyra got on Brittany Klein's ass about having that moment on set with Alexandria, and Brittany started crying and she ran out.
I do not.
This is amazing, guys. Only
Am
over
I fired?
here. No, you're not. No, you're. If anyone is coming back, you're definitely coming back because we are all living. It speaks.
I'm gonna have to rewatch Cycle 16.
Yo, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I never watched it in full, I'll be honest. Full disclosure.
You were standing right there.
Yeah, but again, eye on the prize. You can't look left or right and still win. Well, that didn't happen for me, but it's okay.
Do you guys see?
I'm gonna win life.
Do you guys see what? If you keep your eye on the prize, you will never know. You will never know.
You lose the race if you're looking to your competitors' eye on the prize. That's a metaphor for life, children. And the same way Nigel had me, that's what I remember, working with a sword.
Sorry, guys, I broke my phone.
Okay. Who's that, Alexandria? Oh, that's a good picture. I love Andre Lantelli.
I love Andre too.
By the way.
Crazy to me. It has to have a whole narrative and a whole story. Jelaine,
I hate that wig on Tyra. Like, girl, why? It has so many spaces, like teeth.
Yeah, teeth. You can afford better, please.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now, Nigel, I'm pretty sure the producers told him to do that, but Nigel, excuse my French, Nigel's a messy queen. Nigel said, now I cannot ignore, I must bring something up. Reality TV gold, everybody. I must bring something up.
I must bring something up because that is, again, not the way to act on set.
Press play.
Between you and Brittany.
Brittany's over it.
We all kind of think that as far as a role model goes, you really chose the wrong spokesperson because we see the true Alexandria.
As far as being a role model is concerned, to be that outspoken at a photo shoot, in front of the photographer,
Tears.
in front of the clients, by the way, is extremely unprofessional. There's a reason why we
Tears.
all of Alexandria's business.
Milk it, Alexandria. Milk it, girl. This is amazing.
So it's worth bearing that in mind. Because now I'm going to,
You're standing right there.
Where am I? I don't see myself.
I didn't put in front of her. I wasn't like, oh, you didn't.
That's,
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
hold on, let me go.
I don't remember that. I remember the thing.
Kasha,
yeah.
you're standing right there watching it all unfold, and you don't remember any of this?
Again, not interested in your bullshit. I think it was like,
Coworkers? You have to respect your coworkers, and you have to respect yourself.
oh, because she won the challenge.
So Brittany has left, but we're going to continue.
Brittany's left the building.
Okay, we're just gonna move past it, guys. I think this moment is definitely top. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, top 3 moments ever in all the chats I've ever done. This is gold. I am forever gonna key and laugh that. All right. Holiday 197 wants to know. Is there anything that
my birthday?
What you saying?
So I'm wearing my birthday dress for you guys.
Oh, can we see it? It's cute.
Can't go many places nowadays. So.
Yo. Holiday 197.
I'm gonna rewatch that episode. I'm gonna rewatch it. Don't worry, everybody. I will jog my memory because I was there. And I was not on anything. they drug test you for the show. I don't do drugs, but I'm just saying that's how you can know. It was just pure champion eye on the prize.
I appreciate that about you, Kasha. I really do. I absolutely love it. No, I honestly do. I'm not even being funny. I absolutely love. It's a whole fire going on next door. They're popping fireworks. They're pouring they're throwing water balloons filled with gasoline. It's all types of things, and you're just like.
Look, let me just say, if this was life or death, a situation, I'm there. Do you know how many times I've like stopped at accidents, called the ambulance? One summer, within a summer, when I lived in New York, 3 times I had to call an ambulance for people hit by cars. I'm like, clearly, I'm that person. So I will notice if it's important that I just do not deem that important.
It gets worse. So it wasn't even important to you.
No, it was not important to me. I just wanted to win.
We gotta go. We gotta move on to the next question. This is funny. I'm gonna laugh all night about that. Okay. I'm gonna skip this question. I'm gonna skip this question too.
What is it? What is it? Just
Okay. Is there anything that occurred during the fan challenge that did not air or the fans may not be aware of?
Oh, like the meet and greet thing?
Mm-hmm.
Did I win that?
You won that one. So can you tell us something?
That's the one I won the dinner for.
Uh-huh.
Is that anything that didn't happen? I don't know who those people were, but I don't know if they were like pulled from the street or if they were whatever. But again, being a real person and not like phony pageanty put on, nothing against pageants, but like that is what gets people to like know you and like you. So that's how I'd say I conduct myself. No bullshit. I won't pretend to remember something I don't.
No, and I appreciate it. I so appreciate it. Listen, someone just put in the comment, your level of unbothered is what I think we all should strive to acquire, to be quite honest.
Yes. There's limited, worry space in your brain. Like, why not fill it with what's important? Like someone dying on the side of the road, important. Someone storming out because, they're having a temper tantrum, cool, bye.
Did you guys really meet Usher and I can't.
Yes! Our neighbors.
They were your neighbors.
In the elevator. Yeah. Oh, am I not supposed to say that?
No, you can. No, you can say whatever.
In the building we lived in downtown LA. I didn't know LA yet. I hadn't lived here, but yeah, I think they were recording. I don't think they lived there. I think they had recording studios in there, and we lived in the penthouse. So yeah, we just like run into them in the elevator. Hey, what's up? That's when I knew. I'm like, oh, I'm making it.
You're making the band, girl. You're making the band.
Nah, I've been around the block before.
Hey. Speaking of being around the block, how did you feel about the Fiercely Roast commercial? Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, I was like, this is my moment. Nobody else is an actress here. I got this.
Can you give us a piece right now?
Oh, that I remember. See, important.
Important. Because you were first call out this week, right?
Yeah.
Important.
It better have been. Because it better have been. I love the styling, the Mad Men, style of it. I mean, it was a commercial for fake coffee.
Mm-hmm. Give us a little piece on the 10th anniversary of Cycle 16.
10th anniversary. What's the one? Mr. Drysdale. I remember him.
Mr. Drysdale.
Mr. Drysdale. What's the line? Is that?
Just improv it.
Okay. Mr. Drysdale, isn't fierce roast delicious?
She got into character fast.
I remember. I was drinking that coffee. I'm just like, what is my line? I remember that. Yeah. I mean, we had more like, it was like playing the female role of the time, but we're really supposed to be smarter than him, like manipulating him. Like, hey, Tyra, ahead of your time. Mr. Drysdale. It'll come to me after this. I'll like remember the whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, loved it. But I think I broke a rib. They put like 2 or 3 corsets on me, and we were on that set for like 18 hours. I couldn't eat or sit down or breathe, but I still won. Nobody ever matters. I don't know if I ever told anybody that. This is an exclusive, but like my waist was so cinched, I was bruised after, so I think that like bottom rib might have broken or something. I don't know. If you have a doctor in the comments, maybe that's not accurate. I don't know. But again, all to get the shot.
And you got it.
I loved Francesco Carosini. Him, I remember, that little babe. He's so dreamy. We were all like, oh, our director. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna do a good job.
I have to meet you when I come to Cal. Like when this is guys. Are you guys witnessing what I'm witnessing? This is just so amazing.
Yeah, let's get him to come too, though. Invite him.
Is it hot enough, Mr. Drysdale?
Yes, loved it. That was one of my favorite things for sure, because he had the Italian accent, speaking Italian, and then he had me speak Polish to him, so I was speaking Polish. I think he had an ex-girlfriend or something. He was into the Polish, so we were like had this whole thing. Again, nothing they showed, but I remember I just had a really good time.
I love it.
I don't know what else happened.
I love it, but we do know you got first call out. That's all.
Yes, and I think it was like Tyra even said something about, being one of the best acting performances in top model history.
Oh, no, it was good. No, it was damn good. No, you were damn good.
Thank you.
You were damn good.
I mean, I just think I better have been, because, like I said, this is my life's calling, so, yeah.
Listen, Stefan wants to know, can you confirm that the reason Jacqueline didn't go overseas was because she lost her papers / documentation?
What? Never heard that before. Is that a fact?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Did she go overseas as a decoy with you guys?
No. What?
Did any of the eliminated girls go overseas with you guys as decoys?
They were sent home before Thanksgiving. I remember that.
Okay.
No, I think they stayed in a hotel No, I think they had to stay in LA in a hotel or something like that. But no, they didn't go overseas. Only 5 of us. I was the first to go, so I got to hang out in Morocco. Again, silver lining. It was cool. But they brought Anne. Was it Anne for the season before to do the runway show? Yeah, and I hung out. I did that final show. So Morocco's amazing. Yeah. No, nobody else came.
Really? That's so amazing that you said Morocco was amazing, because I'm going to ask you some questions about Morocco. And just from watching it, I can honestly say it didn't seem like you were enjoying yourself, but you said it was amazing.
Amazing. I mean, it's Morocco. When would I have gone to Morocco? I'm dying to go back to shoot some kind of epic film, because I just mean I loved Morocco, the people, the culture, the beauty of it. I mean, we stuck out like a sore thumb. We had like the president's security or something. But I mean,
really,
the show wasn't very kind to me once we got there, but it didn't get me down, because I knew it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my problem. They're gonna angle it how they want, but like I always said, I laugh. I'm like, oh, you lost my sizes all of a sudden? Okay. That's what I said. They didn't air that. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you've had stuff that fits me every time, but now you lost my sizes? Okay. There's a conversion problem. I don't know. Like, I can't be mad about it, because it is what it is.
Perfect. I love it, Kasha. I freaking love it. Now, listen, Dion Latchman wants to know, Oliver, ask her anything about that food they ate in Morocco. And I believe it was Molly who told us that you guys had to eat some like crazy foolishness.
We didn't have to. We chose to. We ordered it. Or was that after I was eliminated? Maybe it was something I wasn't there
Maybe
for.
It was after
but
you were eliminated.
Oh, maybe. Because from what I remember, we ate some weird things. Because, foreign things they eat. But I don't remember it being forced upon us. So
Gotcha.
Maybe that wasn't. Yeah, maybe that was one of the things I missed.
Goat brain.
Huh?
Goat brain.
Goat
No.
brain?
Goat brain, yes.
Goat brain? Maybe. I don't know.
Eyes and
I was
David
taken by
even said, he
Morocco.
said eyes and brains.
Eyes and brains. Yeah, I don't think that was me. And if it was, I enjoyed it.
Do you remember going to a slaughterhouse?
No, I wasn't there.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was cut. Don't want to talk about that. I was cut.
No, of course we're gonna talk about you getting eliminated, girl. Of course. I'm so sad that this is coming to an end because I just want to talk to you now because I'm just so infatuated with your personality. Like I think it's so amazing.
We do another one.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Let's just pick a whole other theme, like something completely arbitrary, and just talk about it.
I have to tell you something offline.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Let's go to Leaky 100 though. He's saying, and this is a good question, and I really want to know what your response to this because I thought it was well thought out, and I was just curious to know what you would say to this. So here it goes. It's long. Are you ready?
Yeah, right.
So he's saying, Tyra said she was excited about you in episode 1 because you were the first plus-size girl she had ever seen with Eastern European features. For a while on the show, Tyra seemed low-key obsessed with mentioning Slavic girls' features, like Heather and Mila from Cycle 9, Katarzyna from Cycle 10, Natalie from Cycle 12. Why do you think that was? She would often repeat the line, gorgeous Eastern European features, some of the most coveted features in the fashion industry, anytime a Slavic girl was in the bottom 2. Did Tyra ever do this to you?
I remember her saying it in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a whole lot. I mean, I think what kept coming up more was like my size as we went on. And I think it was interesting because I made a point never to talk about it because like I said, I not to never talk about it because it is obviously a reality, but I made a point to, I just want to be treated like one of the models. Like my size should be irrelevant. Like you know what I mean? If you have something that fits me, like the competition's even, right? So I think it went more that way, but she did say that in the beginning about those features. I mean, I think maybe that was a trend in the fashion world at that point, but a lot of, I mean, over years and years, a lot of Eastern European models have been successful, sure, but so have a lot of other, you know, group. I mean, it's one of the few. Maybe Tyra just likes the look of it. I don't know. And I appreciate that she said that. And yeah, I mean, I definitely look very Eastern European, as you can see. So I'm glad those features work for what I'm doing. But yeah, she didn't make it like a big thing with me personally.
Okay, good.
So, does that answer the question?
No, it did.
Okay.
Now, speaking of your weight, did you feel like that was something they constantly brought up?
Yes. In the beginning, very positively. Because again, it wasn't a problem for me. I was like doing well with that. Like I was working, and this is, I mean, it is 10 years ago. It wasn't as prevalent as it is right now in the fashion world or in entertainment at all. Like size diversity is much more open now, but yeah, they made a point to point it out at times. But I think I didn't give in to that because again, I'm confident in who I am. So I was like, I'm here. I'm here just like everybody else. You asked me to be here. You guys came to me, so I'm cool. You know?
But they came to you. They came to you. Oh my God, I am obsessed with you now. Like, I am like your #1 fan now. I am obsessed. I am obsessed.
I mean, that's what happens. You do something. I mean, you do a big thing and people... What?
I'm just repeating you.
You know, they came to me. No, I don't mean it like... I don't mean it like that. I just mean, how can you scout somebody thinking you have what it takes and then make what makes you stand out the bad thing? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. That's just, like, illogical. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything, this is G Dude 18 asking, is there anything she regrets not doing on the show?
I don't live life with regrets, but let me think. I mean, I feel like overall I came across very much true to myself. So I always felt good about that. Like, you know, not feeding into the bullshit that I didn't care about, clearly. Don't remember. Maybe not fighting harder against the way, like, yeah, eventually I was treated like, oh, my size had been a problem when I never acted like that. Maybe I should have fought harder against that. Like, hi, this is a lie. I'm fine. You know, I'm not the one with the problem. Like, yeah, that would be the only thing. Otherwise, I'm like really happy with my experience.
Good.
And
Good.
I mean, almost every opportunity. The thing is, like, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to win, but the thing is, I don't really care because I was in like every episode except for one, so I got to do almost everything, which is what I went into it wanting, is to work with these amazing creatives. That, you know, so I'm very grateful.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Tucker wants to know, my boo, does she feel like she was robbed at all? All her pictures were so good and she never got any recognition for it ever. Funny thing, so for my promo graphic for the live, I was actually going to choose my favorite photo of you, which is the crazy one. I love
that one.
Oh my God, now I'm mad I didn't choose it. I didn't want to offend you. I was like, maybe she doesn't like this. So, you know, let me choose one that's more glamorous. But I love that photo.
Well, you could post it anytime. Like, on your weekly lineup, just make it one of your posts.
Just because, right? Just because?
Just because. You don't need a reason. Make it Crazy Wednesday. Who cares? I will represent the crazy. Mm-hmm. It was like, I mean, again, but I think I love that one so much because I got to use my acting skills more. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you want me to play crazy? Got it. Fun. Yes, absolutely. And the styling was gorgeous. I mean, I loved it. But I get into character, and that's what I do. I'm like, that's a character. I love that. But yeah, thank you for whoever said about my pictures. I appreciate that. I felt good about that.
But like, did you feel robbed? Because my personal opinion, like I said earlier, is I feel like there's an edit that exists from this show that makes you like a consistent front runner, because I feel like you were always doing a great job. And I feel like the things that they pointed out were just like, oh, that's just something to point out. But like, she's freaking killing it. Like, she's doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I thought she was going to be top 3, honestly.
Thanks. So did I, honestly. But yeah, and I mean, honestly, like, unless they show us all of everybody's photos, how are we ever gonna really know? You know, sometimes I feel like I had to have had a better picture than that, please. Mm-hmm. Like, I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, maybe there's a lot of elements that go into it. Maybe there needs to be a cohesiveness with, like, the looks or whatever, as if you're doing a fashion story. So I can totally give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't feel robbed, but maybe, yeah, a lot of people have said that to me over the years, actually. So, and I so appreciate that. Like, it was a little I was undervalued.
Undervalued. I like that. Undervalued.
But I didn't give that much drama. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, only get so much airtime if you're, you know,
if you're not giving the things to the things.
Yeah. So, you know, it's cool.
Were you actually on All Stars?
No.
Okay. And then
they lost my number. I don't know.
Oh shit! Damn it.
Guys, I'm on Instagram. What?
Right.
Do you know this was pre when like social media was part of it? My season, we had to like get rid of all our social media and everything.
Yeah, another girl told us that. Like, you guys had to delete everything.
We had to delete everything, fire every agent. I'm telling you, you had to leave your life. It was very different, because now it's more about the engagement and whatever. And, yeah, I was like, that's why I don't have a big following. People don't know where to find me because I was never on there.
That makes sense.
Working on my social media game, but no, I wasn't asked to be on. It's okay. I don't know what the criteria was.
I'm gonna ask you about the judges. What are your thoughts on Andre Leon Talley? I love him. Shout out to him
so much. Shouts out to him. He was so supportive of me and so whatever. Honestly, like, if that's all, like, I mean, how long he worked at Vogue under Anna Wintour? Like, I mean, if this man is saying I'm good, I don't need anybody else to say anything. That's how I felt. So, love him. He was always, and they didn't always show it, but a lot of times they did. He was always such a big advocate of mine. So, I appreciate him. And I hope I can hang out. Like, I want to be his friend. I mean, we are, but like, I want to be his best friend.
He's going through some things right now. I don't mean to be messy, but I mean, you know, we have to keep it relevant. But like, there's like, I think an article came out yesterday about his $1 million home and his rent and his landlord, and they were friends, but they fell out, and I don't know.
Oh,
prayers to Andre. I hope because I love him. Like, I love everything he represents. It's amazing.
Love him. And honestly, like, such a good person. Like, you know, you can really tell. Like, such a good person. Like, never. And I believe that's why he's so successful, you know.
Nigel Barker?
Nigel. I love Nigel. Yes. Very, very good at what he does. Very fair as a judge, I feel like. Loved working with him as a photographer. Very good looking and tall. Handsome. No, he's great. He's really great. Yeah, I mean, if he gave me a critique, I always was like, oh, he's right, for sure. That's something I'm going to work on, you know, because he knows what he's talking about. So they all do. I shouldn't, you know, isolate him, but like, absolutely trust him, admire him. Really, he's a really great guy.
Mr. J. Manuel.
Mr. J. Manuel. Mr. J is, you know, he's got a whole world going on. He didn't really always understand me, I feel like. But I didn't, you know, I don't know. But he's not a judge on my season.
Well, I wanted to save Tyra for last, so now I'm going to like auxiliary talent.
Well, Miss J. Mr. J had a job to do, and sometimes that was to be difficult on set.
Did you watch or hear about his like series he did where he talked about each cycle and he was spilling the tea, and he was like, at this time on Top Model, shit was going crazy. He didn't want to be there. It was horrible. It was toxic. There was a lot of like backfighting going on with production. It was horrible.
Really? He wrote a book, right?
He wrote a book about it.
And
did a series about it.
Oh, I heard about it, but I mean, I could see how he would be pushed into certain things. I don't know what he said in it. I should probably read it so I know. But
you're in it.
I'm in it. He talks about me. What does he say? He's like, I wanted to shove her off that camel so she would get a horrible shot.
You know, I was being facetious, but he does talk about Morocco, and I believe he talks about the camel moment, the camel shoot.
Really?
Yeah, I believe he does, if my memory serves me right. Yes, because I read the book page to page, cover to cover. Yeah. So yeah, it may be interesting to read. It may trigger something in your memory like that happened in Morocco.
Maybe, yeah, maybe, because I mean I remember that. You know, trying to remain diplomatic, but it wasn't very nice to me.
Oh.
But I don't know if he was forced into saying that or whatever.
Gotcha.
But he said some things. But again, I don't hold a grudge because you don't know what's going on for somebody else. And that he has this, you know, tell-all with the difficult moments. Maybe he was put in a tough spot. I don't know. So I will read it and get back to you.
Great attitude. What about Tyra Banks? Last but not least.
You know, I've seen Tyra a bunch since after.
Oh, dope.
That was interesting. I'm like, hey, Tyra. She's like, oh my God, hi. No, she's been nice. I have to say, and I always say, first and foremost, I respect her so much because she is running the whole, she runs this empire, you know, so I was like, I respect her as a businesswoman first and foremost. And I always loved her as a model, you know, thought she was incredible, but I mean, everyone's like, was she, you know, super, like, you guys hang out and friendly? I'm like, she doesn't have time for that. And I respect that. I just look at her, like, I look up, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I want to be, like, running the show like this. You know, it's her brainchild. She's producing it. She's doing all these other things. She's busy. So, gotta give her, like, mad props and respect for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
and I'll see her around.
Maybe, hey, Tyra, can you send Kasha some Smize cream? And then it's in Santa Monica. Let me know what it tastes like because I want to know. How far is Santa Monica from Los Angeles?
Like 20 minutes.
Okay, well, when I come... Oh, do you want to go get some ice cream with me?
Yeah.
When I come to LA, because I'm coming to LA regardless whether I do the pop-up shop, but I want to taste some ice cream.
No, but do the pop-up shop.
Okay, I am.
I mean, I just think that's cool. Oh wait, hold on 1 second.
We're almost done. We've been on here for 2 hours.
Oh my God, we have?
Yes.
And I know it's supposed to do something at 7, but someone just pushed it. It's fine. Maybe they're watching. It's cool. I can't see who's on here. I like I said, this is my first live. The funny thing is, I'm like super tech savvy, but I'm just Instagram.
You did a great job, I must say.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yes,
I mean,
I
it's 2
enjoyed
hours
myself.
later. I hope we didn't bore anybody.
No, they're. Oh no, girl, they watch. Trust me, they're gonna watch. They're gonna watch every second.
Every second, and this is just the first episode. We're gonna have another.
Yep, and now we have a third one because we're gonna go get some ice cream together.
Oh, that'll be like the special, you know, like it's obviously. I mean, I don't know. It's not an interview setting. We're gonna be like on the fly, out on the field, on the field.
On the field.
Yeah. You never know what we're gonna run into because it's a crazy world out there.
Or run over.
Or run over. Will I notice? I don't know.
I love, guys, I'm now Kasha's #1 fan. I am her now #1 fan. Listen, girl, let me ask my question so I can get you going. Is there any moment that you wish was shown on the television screen regarding Top Model?
No. I don't know. They stalked my skincare routine. I was like, you know, what did they miss? Any moment I wish was shown? I don't know. No. I'm very happy.
Love you. Is there anything, because I'm not going to do questions today because you've done enough. We've been on here for 2 hours. Like, you've done a great job, guys. I mean, guys, she's done a great job, so I'm not going to do questions today. That's why I didn't put it. That's why I didn't do. I normally do like a live Q&A. Do you want to do live Q&A? You got something to go do, Kasha.
I'm having a good time.
I know. I can so tell. I normally put it down in the thing, but I didn't put it down today because yeah.
We can do that next time. We can save it for next time. Give them just something to tune back in for. Isn't that the way to do good TV? Ask David. I don't know.
And let me tell you something. David knows how to do good TV.
Yes.
David knows how to do good TV. Guys, y'all just have to tune.
You got to tune in for the next episode to ask your questions live. Maybe by that time I'll be able to see them on the screen because I did something.
Well, if you want to do a Q&A, we can. Do you want to?
What were you gonna ask me? I want your question.
Okay, so my last question, I was gonna. Okay, so let me do my normal thing. Hey guys, we're almost done. I'm gonna ask her my last question, and while I'm asking her my last question, I see that we have 8 badges, so that means we have 8 questions so far. If you want me to ask Kasha a question live on the air, here's your chance. You get a badge. An icon pops up next to your name. I see it. I'm able to recognize it, and I call it out, and she answers it. So while you guys are doing that, and it's only 1 question per person, just so we can get through. It's 10 o'clock over here on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, it's late.
Yeah, I want to know if you were in front of Tyra Banks right now, what would you say?
Tyra, do you want to invest in my skincare brand?
Damn right, Kasha. Keep your eyes on the prize.
I have a really good pitch, and Oliver's gonna give it to you. Go.
Listen, Tyra. It's already put together. Now, listen, Tyra, this is a great opportunity for you to do something great for another young girl. Okay, this is a girl that came on your show, and she was able to brand herself by having amazing skincare. It's an already moving vehicle. The only thing you have to do is just put your nice Tyra Banks stamp on it. You shut up.
Exactly.
That's the stamp we want on this. all you have to tell the people is that, hey, Kasha's doing this nice skincare line. You remember her from Top Model Cycle 16. She was always having that nice baby glowing skin that we all love. Well, she's putting out a new product approved by Tyra Banks. Tyra, all you have to do is just do one video for us, sign up on the contract. We will give you, how's about 20%? I think that's pretty nice. You sit back and we'll do the rest of the work.
Got it. You just use it H to T and done. You're going to look flawless forever.
Yes. And listen, Tyra, we can hey, Tyra, listen. Because you have Smize cream. Maybe we can do like, maybe the line, Kasha, what could we call the line? She flicked.
Kasha.
Kasha Cosmetics? No.
No. She always said my name's just like the one name. You don't need anything else.
Just Kasha.
Just Kasha. It's like Madonna. Cher. Same. Fun fact, Cher used to hang out in my building.
Cher?
So my landlord always tells me. Yeah, she used to date some guy who lived here. So, Hollywood! So, the line is called Kasha.
Fiercely Real by Kasha.
Fiercely Real by Kasha. That'll be like one avenue. I mean, I want to grow the brand. So like we start with the skincare, but it's going to expand. There'll be makeup soon enough. And then probably like lifestyle products, maybe a little clothing. We'll see. But I don't want to limit it. So I think like
just Kasha.
And then we'll call Fiercely Real the skincare. We'll start with that.
Yes.
Yep.
Kasha, we just did it, girl.
We did it. We're done.
Tyra,
are you listening?
Well, call Kasha first. It's her idea. And just call me. I'll just make sure it all goes nice.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm looking at these questions.
Perfect.
Okay, so Sierra Bad wants to know, Kasha, what were your best modeling experience both before and after ANTM?
Best modeling experience. I mean, V Magazine was a big break for me for sure.
Dope.
Like that went worldwide. That was a big deal because it was the size issue that kind of blew up. And again, before they did it in Italian Vogue and all these things. So I was very proud to be a part of that. And the photographer, Salve Sunsboat, incredible. We had Nicola Formichetti, who's like Lady Gaga's former stylist. Like these people who I'm like, oh my God, yes. And then during, oh my God, I mean, I loved so many of them. I loved obviously the commercial. I mean, that's modeling, acting. Yeah, I had fun with that. Had a full character, but I love the gowns in the forest.
Gowns, beautiful gowns.
The gowns with is it Pamela Hansen? Yeah, like very avant-garde, gorgeous Oscar de la Renta dress. Like, I mean, you don't put that on every day. So I love stuff like that. But I also love that first shoot you talked about with the behind the scenes, because it's terrible. I like a lot of them.
And then what about
camel.
afterwards?
I even love the camel. I got to pose on a camel in Morocco.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, that was not my best shot, 100% sure. But the experience, I mean, how many people have posed with a camel?
In Morocco.
In Morocco. And I loved, we had a whole new team of like makeup artists and stylists because, we're in Morocco now. I think they're from the one guy I still keep in touch with, was from Paris, the makeup artist. Like, so we had new people, again, artists to work with, and they like have a different vision. And even the fashion show after I was cut, where I had like the two different colored eyes, I was like, I don't care that I'm not on this anymore. I'm walking the runway in Morocco. So I enjoyed everything.
Yes. So I believe this is S Camp Queen is asking. See, I can always tell when you guys show up late to my class because they're asking, is there anything we didn't see about Alexandria versus Brittany or the following judging panel? I love you, Kasha and Oliver. Well, guys, when you rewatch this on YouTube, you will know exactly what Kasha remembers from Alexandria versus Brittany and that panel. Just make sure you rewind when it goes on YouTube.
Miss it. Don't miss it because
please don't
I am
miss it.
Spilling some serious secrets.
Please don't miss it. We've already had enough of that. We don't need anyone else missing anything else, okay?
Exactly. You know how you can be somewhere physically but like not be there mentally? It happens.
You are.
It's called an out-of-body experience.
Koki.say cozy. Hey, DM me and let me know if I'm saying your name right, because you watch a lot of these things, and every time I see your name, I'm like, am I saying it right? Just DM me and send me a voice memo on how I can say your username. Anyway, she's asking, talk about the Bumblebee photo shoot. Was it weird having all those bumblebees tickle you?
Did they tickle me?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I heard buzzing for like 2 days after because I had the earrings, so they were in my ears. I loved that one. See, I forgot about that one 10 years ago. That was really a cool one because they have the jewelry with the pheromones that the bees stick to, and then they plug up your nose and your ears with cotton. Like all the glamorous stuff you don't see. So like a bee doesn't fly up into your brain and kill you. So, like, there's a paramedic right there. Like, yeah, all the good stuff. But that was actually really cool. And I love the way they did, you know, the styling, the makeup, and very, very, you know, high fashion. Like, it was a high fashion season. So, and I love that photographer too, Mike Rosenthal. He's great to work with. Yeah, you think you're gonna be scared of the bees, but they're cool.
I would have got eliminated. However, I think what would have saved me is I probably would have leaned into that I was scared, because I would have been frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have...
You would have cried, and it would have been a moment. And they'd be like, we can't lose.
So what I would have tried to do is do my, I think people know me for doing like growling faces in photos.
Ooh,
I would have tried to do at least 10 photos with my mouth just completely open with the bees and all of that. I think that would be sickening.
And they probably like would catch it with like a bee, like.
That is, Kasha, thank you for ruining my fantasy. It's okay.
No, I mean, that would be like an epic shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, he's going to swallow the bee.
I can see Andre being very excited about that.
Oh, Andre would have loved that. Be like, the mix of danger and fantasy and fashion. This is what I'm here for.
That is so Andre. That is so good. Okay.
Right?
BJ Bond is asking Kasha, what was it like to do the runway when you guys' gloves were on fire? Did you enjoy it, or was it absolutely terrifying?
I enjoyed it because I do my own stunts. So I'm like, yes, I will carry fire. Again, never done that before. I'm a thrill seeker, so I love that shit. It's a little scary because it's hot, but you're protected. And again, in case something goes wrong, paramedics right there. So you know it's dangerous, but you do it anyway because it's cool. Yeah, I mean, the hardest thing then is to also be calm enough to have a good runway walk while your hands are on fire. Ignited, but talk about lit, you know?
Michael Dow Avalanche wants to know, do you think Alexandria deserved her best photo for the Alice in Wonderland shoot? No. I like Alexandria, but no. I like her, guys.
I actually didn't like that photo so much. I like some of her other photos where I'm like, oh yeah, she is good. Because it's like someone I didn't quite see it in person, but she would turn out a good photo. But that one I didn't like.
I'm looking.
I liked mine and Molly's.
Well, I knew yours was going to be up there.
So did Andre. And we had such good chemistry. I really liked working with Molly. That was fun. She my girl.
Yes, we did talk about All Stars, guys. So make sure you guys.
And we did, and I wasn't on it, so it was very brief, and we moved on.
Okay. I'm looking.
What else you got?
I'm looking. Would you do an All Stars?
Are they still doing All Stars?
We don't know.
Show me the money. We'll talk.
I know that's right. Show me the money, honey.
We'll talk.
Solid Blue Knight 2020 is asking Kasha, did you know that Lana Marks from the Go See Challenge became a U.S. ambassador under Trump?
No. I did not know that. Huh. What? No, I did not know that. The one with the bags?
I'm assuming so. Lana Marks.
Is she American? Ambassador, where's she?
Let's see. Let's do our research right fast so we can educate the children.
I know. Let's educate. Jeez, this is important. Woo! Lana Marks.
Where's my other phone? I don't know where my other phone went, guys. It disappeared into the couch. Sorry.
Oh, she's South African. Trump's pick for ambassador to South Africa is a Mar-a-Lago member who loves alligator handbags. Did not know this.
Lana Marks.
I do not support this. That's all I'm saying. Your bags are cute, but no.
Well, it's a new day, so hooray.
Hooray. Thank you, Jesus.
We appreciate it.
We worked hard, and everybody, good job. Good job.
I don't see any more questions for you. I'm looking. I'm making sure I don't miss anybody. I didn't miss anybody.
It's cool. It's cool.
Is there anything that you want to add to your top model? Guys, today, for all of you guys who came late to my class, today is the 10th anniversary of the premiere of Cycle 16 of America's Next Top Model. We have Cycle 16, ironically, Cycle 16, Kasha.
We planned it perfectly.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Right. And we're going to have a special appearance by Mr. Trisdale. Mr. Trisdale!
Mr. Trisdale.
Is there anything you want to add to your Cycle 16 chat?
Thank you. This was super fun.
Yay.
Just a trip down memory lane. Some memories, some not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun. I really like that. I guess the resurgence in people watching it, because it like I said, it stands the test of time. It's good. I'm like, people find me wanting to know stuff. Cool. I'm always honored by that. Like, thank you. And what do I want to say? Thank you for my shout out, because I'm making movies, and I'm going in that direction. So I appreciate any support, and yeah, I mean, we'll be in touch soon. I'll see you here. And Tyra, we have that skincare meeting, so it's to be continued. That's all.
Continued. Listen, guys, earlier in the chat, she spoke about her GoFundMe, where the link is located in the bio of her Instagram. I'm also going to link it in my Insta story, as well as include the link in the bottom of this video in the description box on YouTube. She needs $2,000, guys. We can do that. If everyone who watches this video sends $1, she will have about 10 times the amount that she needs. So,
and I will submit to every festival then, and win big, and then we'll make more movies, guys. So let me know what you want to see. I'm telling stories.
We want a sequel to Mr. Trisdale. What happened to Mr. Trisdale? That's what we want to know.
I could write that.
Starring Jacqueline.
Yes, absolutely. Love me, Jacqueline. I miss her. So yeah. Oh my God, you have a cameo too. Don't worry.
Oh, what could I possibly do?
I think.
Can I be the milkman?
Yeah. Okay. What's coffee without a little milk? Mr. Drysdale.
That is so great. Oh my God, Kasha. I have completely enjoyed this chat with you, and I have fallen in love with you. I am now obsessed with everything Kasha. Guys,
I love you.
Follow Kasha. Support her GoFundMe. I'm going to put the links everywhere where you guys know that my ANTM content is. Let's please support her.
You. I'm going to send you the movie when it's done. You're going to see a whole other side of me. It's super dark and dramatic.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see it.
You'll love it.
Kasha, I don't want to say goodbye, but you got to go. So
I know. I have to go. But let's do it again, and let me know when you're coming to LA, and we're going to hang out.
Yes, this is amazing. Guys, say bye to Kasha.
Bye, guys. Thank you for listening.
No, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Bye, mamas.
Mwah. Good vibes to everybody. Mwah.
I love her, y'all. Like, I love her. I love her. Anyways, guys, I love you guys so much for watching and supporting all of my ANTM exclusive content. Guys, Clash is now over. There is no, actually, we do have some homework. Hold on, bitches, don't go nowhere because we do got homework. Turn your ass around. Make sure you guys go click on the GoFundMe link that can be found in Kasha's Instagram bio. I'm also going to copy and paste the link below in the description box of this YouTube video. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. We have done the Lord's work. We're all done. And you guys know what we always say when we're done. What is it? Be sure to what? Pray and Kegel. Why? Because you never know when you're gonna. Who is revving their engine outside of my goddamn door when I'm trying to do the children.
ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, get back. ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, get back. ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, get back. ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like get back, get back. Get back, get back. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Get back, get back. Get back, get back. ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like ZAP, zapping all you hoes away like